wanted to create the perfect shade for your art piece, would you use the canvas to mix up the two colors, or would you use your palette, mix the colors up, make sure it's perfect, and then apply it? Something that I've realized about makeup application is it's very similar to painting a canvas. If you just go straight onto that canvas with those colors and harsh lines, it's gonna end up looking very messy. Today I'm gonna take you through the foundational steps of my base makeup routine. I'm gonna give you one hack that applies to all of these routines that changed the game for me. Because honey, you can have the highest quality makeup, the most expensive makeup, but if your makeup application is not on point, you're not going to get the best result. Now, the hack that we're going to be using today for all of these steps, just like painting a canvas, is we are not going to be applying any product directly to the face. Starting off with foundation, today I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation, and I'm going to be mixing it in with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. Instead of taking a foundation brush and painting on this product all over my face, I'm going to be mixing these two products together to create a nice even consistency. So it should look something like this. This is gonna give me a nice hydrated base. I'm gonna grab a wet beauty sponge and I'm going to warm up that product on my hand, and then I'm gonna apply it to the face. Foundation, I would say, is the most forgiving out of all the base products. But if you are not using a hydrating base underneath and you're painting on that product, you're gonna have patchiness all over. It's not gonna look even. So this technique is really important when it comes to blending out the foundation. Now that we have a nice even base, I'm gonna go straight in with my cream contour. I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand today. Now, I felt like this was the perfect product to use today because all of the internet, including myself, is guilty of dotting on this product all over the face and then working it in with the beauty blender, and I'm going to show you a better way. Instead, I'm going to work this product onto the back of my hand, and I'm taking my sponge, again, warming up that product, and then I'm going to apply it to the face. Now, I would say this is arguably the most important step out of the entire video. If you are using a cream bronzer, particularly a stick bronzer, and applying it directly to the face, it can make it much harder on you to blend out those harsh lines. You want to eliminate that muddy look and you want it to blend seamlessly, almost like it's melting into the skin. Next step is concealer. Keep in mind, I'm doing this step after my cream contour. Again, just more beginner friendly. If you make any mistakes with your cream contour, it's easier to go back and clean it up. I'm going to be putting this on the back of my hand like so, grabbing the other side of my sponge and just warming that into the skin. And now we are just using it to buff out the under eyes. Do you guys see how flawless and airbrushed that looks? Taking that excess product and going underneath, just cleaning that product up. I feel like concealer is pretty self-explanatory, but as you can see, I'm using a lot of hydrating products. But again, if you're using matte products, particularly a matte concealer underneath the eyes, you are really gonna wanna try out this method because matte products tend to stick to the skin a lot more and are harder to blend out. So by warming it up on the skin and already having an even amount on the sponge, you're setting yourself up for success. So I said that cream contour was the most important. I would say this is the second most important.